Everybody to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, before we get started, before I get into this lucky cat, let's talk about the lucky cat over the weekend. Who called it? Who called the winner for the Sony Open? And hey, you can call it High you can call it Hialeah. I like to call it Hideki Matsuyama, winner of the Sony Open, and yours truly, Danimal. Good pick on the win, buddy. Congratulations.
Cheers, man. Yeah. I saw him playing at the event last week, and he looked really dang good in Hawaii. And I was like, this guy's playing well. He's been there. He's already teed it up. I wanted to play somebody that had already, had the week behind him, right? Wasn't coming off fresh off of the holiday or whatnot. And he looked really good. And I think we got a different Hideki this year. What do you think?
I thought you just had too much to drink and got a little confused and
too much sake.
you just you kind of randomly put your finger on the paper, and that's who came up. No, so if you follow us on Instagram at birdies_bourbon, you'll see from the post of Hideki winning the tournament. I don't know if it's too early to call it or not, but the question that I posed was, is it too early to go ahead and call? We'll have a back-to-back Masters champion, and Hideki Matsuyama said, don't worry about sizing a new coat, boys. Nothing's changed here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look good. He kind of hung around the whole tournament, kept his cool, Hideki style. And, at the end of coming into the tournament on Sunday, I pretty much thought Russell Henley had it in the bag. I didn't think anybody was going to catch him when he had a 4 or 5 stroke lead. And, Henley looked solid, man, throughout the tournament up until the back 9 on Sunday. And somebody got, I don't know, somebody got a little anxious, I guess, and just couldn't pull it off. We just finished our first full field cut event of the year, and the 2022 calendar year, excuse me. And Dan, we've already got a playoff under our belts for the first cut tournament of the year. Do you think we're going to see a new record here?
Well, we talked to Kyle last week about this, right? Normal sport. Give me a break. I think we got a new record coming for sure. So I've been watching it on Twitter all day, but that Hideki playoff hole, that fairway wood, good Lord. Did you see that shot?
On N18? Yeah. I don't know. It's probably too early to coin it as shot of the year or shot of the season. But given the lie, given the club, given the yardage, I don't know what more you could ask for. I don't think you could ask for anything more. I think that I don't want to say he was surprised. Obviously, he's going for it. You've got Henley. I think he was in the bunker again, right side bunker again, lays up, and just, from that point, he just kind of started to fold in that on the playoff hole. But no, I think, maybe shot of the year. Maybe. Yeah. I made a note of it to kind of keep watching and to see what happens. Again, if you could have a hole in one in this week's American Express and oh, hey, it's a hole in one, great shot. What's the chances? But just given the circumstances, the pressure, the playoff, everything surrounding it. Yeah. Fantastic shot. And well-deserved by Hideki. True champion in all rights. And wouldn't surprise me to say, just go get my jacket out of the closet. What
do you think that dinner's going to look like? The champions dinner for the Masters.
We probably need to devote a little more time to this on another show. But since you ask, I think we're definitely going to have a little sake. I think we'll have 2 kinds. I think we'll have warm and cold. I got a feeling.
Karaoke.
God, I hope so.
I want to see DJ do karaoke. What do you think his song is?
God, that's a good one. I don't know. I want to go like a real old school and be like Ice Ice Baby, but I'm going to go something a little more modern. I'm going to go like I'm going to a White Stripes song. Going something white
Ooh.
stripes. I could see DJ kind of rocking out.
No Eric Clapton. Okay.
Yeah, what'd you hear? I don't know. Too soon, Dan. Too soon.
Too soon.
Let's see. Hold on. Back to the Masters dinner for Hideki.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have. So I think we're gonna get hot and cold sake. I think there's definitely going to be some sushi on the menu. Tiger is going to be so pumped. He's like, I'm showing up just for the menu, if nothing else. So we're probably going to have some sashimi. We're probably going to have some nigiri. I bet he gets a little funky. We're probably going to have some Wagyu steaks. I would expect. And then I don't know if he's going to go kind of crazy, maybe a little octopus, a little sea urchin. I could see something going that way. Or he could go totally like Japanese American, and he could roll in the hibachi, man. Like can you see the chef now flipping the shrimp's tail, and Jack over there catching it? Just saying.
That's great. That's great.
Could happen. I mean, who doesn't like hibachi? Who didn't love the hibachi grill, man? I don't know. I don't know.
Man, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I can't wait to see that menu.
Yeah, I could see it going a lot of ways. Did anybody surprise you over the weekend? Other than Henley,
Cam Smith. I thought Cam Smith was gonna make the cut. Yeah.
So just what a great tournament he had 2 weeks ago. And as I understand, I didn't see what kind of putter it was, but I understand he's using a prototype putter. So just laps the field essentially. And now you go and you change. I didn't see. He gained, I don't know, 4 or 5 strokes on the field, maybe more in putting. And you're going to go and change the putter. I guess if you're going to change why you got the hot hand. But I would also question, as to why. So yeah, I was surprised there. Not a huge showing for the Aussies over there this week. I know my one and done didn't do quite as well as yours did, Dan.
No, I was surprised when that Hideki did as well. I just want him to place like top 5 kind of thing, but yeah, he plays well there. So yeah, no, I mean, anybody else, I think Henley played great. So yeah, hats off to him. Yeah.
He did play great. Is he going to recover? Is this do you think this is a defining moment in Henley's career? Granted, he's still a good golfer. I'm not taking that away from him from that aspect. But do you think it's a defining moment in his career that, are Sundays going to become an issue for Russ Henley?
It appears so, right? I mean, it's not the first. This is not the first time it's happened, right? Where else was he that he had one? Was it at the U.S. Open? What was it?
U.S. Open, yeah. Didn't I think he and Rahm in a playoff? I believe.
I thought. Yeah.
So, I don't know. Kevin Kisner. Great tournament, finishing T3. Seamus Power looked good again. T3. Michael Thompson again,
friend of the show
at T5 with Lucas
sporting that
Glover.
Beard.
He is rocking that beard, dude. That is that was definitely a power beard that he's sporting around there.
There definitely should be like a lot more golf's going into baseball territory now with these beards and these mustaches and everything. Kind of reminds you of like the Red Sox or the A's back in the day. I definitely think there's some more sponsorships to be had out there from like Harry's or whatever. Totally. Dollar Shave Club, and I think still around.
Yeah. Speaking of sponsorships, Abe Answer, who missed the cut, inked a deal with Callaway for his woods and the bag and the hat, I believe. He was already playing. He was already playing the driver and the fairway metals. I think he was also using the Odyssey putter. He was not wearing their hat and wasn't carrying their bag. So, I guess not a lot of changes other than he just got paid. But,
so he was wearing the tequila hat, right? Is that what he was wearing last?
Yeah, Flecha Azul. Yeah.
Have you had that yet?
I have not had it, but it does. I don't think this comes at an inopportune time. If you were following Abe Answer or Flecha Azul Tequila, you will see that they just entered into a relationship with Mark Wahlberg. So what I'm imagining is Flecha Azul said, "So Abe, that money we've been giving you for that hat? Yeah, it's gone. You're gonna need to get a good. You need to get a new hat, bud. You need to get a new hat." So, But he's still playing Mura irons. I think he didn't tell me. Neither did Mr. Mura himself. But he's still playing Mura irons. He plays the I think they're the TC 201s, and then he plays a combination of Artisan and Mura wedges. So that didn't change. So I don't. I mean, from my limited amount of knowledge. I don't think the the physical bag changed, but what's in the bag didn't change for Answer, other than, I don't know, maybe a little too much tequila over there in Hawaii, because I did not expect him to miss the cut there. I thought that was the place.
So he's in business now with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah. So I guess Answer's got some type of partnership in with Fletcher Azul, and
he owns it with the other guy.
Yeah. Right. So, and I didn't see exactly what the agreement was. I just know he's plastered all over their stuff. So, which comes to, no surprise, right? We're heading into La Quinta this week. I would think that Wahlberg is probably going to be playing in the Pro-Am there. I know he always plays Pebble Beach. I don't know if he's going to be playing here or not, but I thought it was pretty. I thought the timing could align really well, in the sense that you're going to have Wahlberg maybe paired with Answer, and I don't know. I guess Wahlberg will be wearing Answer's Flecha Azul hat.
That's cool. I didn't know that they had gotten into business together. That's really cool. Yeah, maybe Answer's going to bulk up now.
Well, if he gets on those protein shakes and gets in the gym with Wahlberg, gonna get up at like 3:30. So I don't know if that's in his schedule, but
exactly.
We'll see. Just looking to see if anybody else really.
Come on, Abe. You got to bulk up, Abe. Come on, get some more pecans. Let's go. Come on, Abe.
Exactly. Let's see what else is going on in the world of golf. Saw Tom Watson was announced. He's going to be an honorary starter along with Jack and Player at the Masters. So that's that should be a whole ton of fun.
Very fitting. Yeah.
I think well deserved. And I don't know that.
That's one thing I wanted to ask Kyle. I forgot that we'll have to get him back on for like a longer chat. But of all the people out there that are retired or on the Champions Tour, who do you think probably thinks they can still win the most out there?
I saw the quote, Bernard Langer. He just had some knee surgery done, and he said this knee reconstruction. I don't know to what degree it was, but he did have some surgery on his knee, and he said it's not going to hold me back, and it's not going to keep me from competing. So Langer's, and he typically plays like the first round of the Masters pretty good. So
I definitely think that Gary Player thinks he can still win too.
He definitely thinks he can do more push-ups than you. He definitely thinks that, and he probably could beat you in a round of golf.
Oh yeah, I know we could do that. Gotta get your arse into it.
Gotta put your arse into it, son. So that'll be fun.
That's cool.
That'll be fun to see Watson again. Well deserved. Looking forward to that. Not golf related, but in the bourbon world, Broad Branch Distilling will be releasing their 5-year bottle and bond Big Winston on January the 22nd at 1 p.m. Stop by and say hi to Daniel Spivey. Tell him we sent you. I don't think you get anything for that other than maybe like ask not to come in or ask to leave immediately. But tell him anyway. It'll be fun to see what happens.
Let's see what kind of security measures they have in place.
So that is, again, that's a distillery release only at their Winston-Salem Big Winston warehouse. So great place, fun, lots of great stuff going on.
Have they moved yet, or they're moving soon, right? Or somewhere else?
They do,
or they're expanding or something, right?
They got another warehouse. I don't know. I don't remember. We got into a lot of barrels on that adventure. So
I didn't know he was like the Spider-Man. They can get up there and get in there like.
That's the thing. You got to start charging for that stuff.
I mean, he would. Gosh, that was so much fun. Yeah.
No reason to do that for free.
Outstanding stuff too. Outstanding product.
It is great. Yeah, we haven't tried. I saw I'll probably screw this up. The Bourbon and Whiskey Library. Maybe it's it's the Bourbon Whiskey Library. I believe they had Broad Branch and Daniel and some other folks on last week. I believe tasting the 5-year Big Winston. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Everybody.
Have you had it yet?
No, I think the one that we tasted was the 4-year.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And we've got a show coming up with Daniel, by the way. So looking forward to having him on the show as well.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know, in the golf world, what's happening other than the American Express?
The American Express. Yeah. So we'll see how they do in the desert.
We will see how they do in the desert. We're leaving the Aloha State and heading to, we're starting the California swing, West Coast swing, excuse me. And we will be heading to La Quinta Country Club. So the one thing that's going to be, the Pro-Am is back. We're back to the regularly scheduled dates for this event. And the unique thing about this tournament is the cut line isn't going to happen until after three rounds of golf. So they'll play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then we'll have the cut, and we'll finish up at the Dye Stadium course, PGA West, on Sunday. Limited viewership for the Nicholas course and La Quinta Country Club. If Phil's on or Rahm, I'm sure they'll have a camera crew probably following some folks around. But shot tracker, shot tracer, and the main coverage is going to be at the Dye Stadium course. So par 72, 7,147 yards, Bermuda greens once again. And it's going to be a stacked field, even though there are quite a few players that are playing in the race to Dubai that won't be making the trip back over. But what are you sipping on, by the way, Dan, before we get into the players?
Evan Williams bottled in bond.
Ooh, that is don't sleep on Evan Williams bottled in bond. That is a great pour. Mm-hmm. It's actually better than what I'm drinking. This is this Lucky Cat's kind of. It's not bad whiskey. It's a little thin. It's kind of a little buttery, a little bit of honey, probably like some Red Delicious apple in there, which really doesn't have much of a taste to it at all. But in honor of the this year's champion, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, while you were going through that, you mentioned Phil a minute ago. Do you know what's going on with this Brady apparel stuff? Like, he sent it over to Brooks and to Phil, and they're all thanking Tom Brady for like sending this apparel over to him. But aren't they like Callaway and Nike guys? I mean, where does this fit in? Because I don't get it.
Well, Phil is Phil's a Mizzen and Main guy.
Yeah.
So like all the jumping Phil stuff.
Yeah.
That's I think I don't know that it's everything, but the primary brand is Mizzen and Main. I don't know. Brooks is a Nike guy, so don't have any idea why or where that comes into play. And I'm pretty sure that Brady is an Under Armour guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they got some kind of new like apparel out, and they sent it over to all these guys, and they're thanking them on Twitter and everything.
Who, Brady sent it out or Phil sent it out?
Brady sent it out to Phil and to Brooks, at least. I saw those two guys react to it. Yeah.
And is it sport? Is it golf gear?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Where'd you watch that? Did somebody give you your internet access back, Dan?
They did. Brady brand is what it's called.
We've talked about this.
Technical apparel for training and living.
Huh. Yeah, I do see it. Yeah. So no free ads, by the way, Tom. But Tom Brady launches new clothing line. Prices catch some fans off guard. Well, I do hear Giselle has expensive taste. So I guess don't they live in the city? Aren't they in New York? Doesn't she?
Giselle?
Yeah.
No, I think they live. Well, now they live in. They were renting Derek Jeter's old house down there.
Well, that's I'm sure that's reasonable. Let's see. Some of the items being sold on the Brady brand website includes T-shirts and tank tops for $75, polos for $120, and hoodies for $95. The least expensive item is a pair of socks for $20. I mean, I don't know. I wear those Bombas, and they're not cheap. So
they're not. Yeah.
I mean, how many Super Bowls has a guy won? As many as any football player. I mean, hell, you can charge what you want to charge.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't want to wear stuff and pay his prices, move on. Go buy Mizzen and Main and pay $150 for a friggin' polo with a jumping Phil on it. I mean, I don't.
Exactly.
All
Hold on a
right.
second. Hold on. No, I got you right here. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, destroying your buddies at pickleball while looking good. Priceless. Thank you, Brady Brand.
Huh. What do you think Phil gave for that?
I don't know.
Well, now Brady is his golf buddy.
Yeah, it's true.
So
True.
he probably dropped him a little freebie over there and said, hey, if you don't mind, what about Brooke?
See?
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Huh, the Brady Brand.
Yeah.
I think it's called free advertising.
It must be.
Or those guys are, it's
Partners or something, maybe.
it's a Wahlberg thing, right? It's like, hey
Mhm.
man, let's see if your shit takes off better than mine. Nobody wants a jumping Phil, and I've never seen what Brooks Koepka's logo is like a BK, right? It's like Burger King, or Bogey King, or Bryson King, or we could just keep going. Booby King. We could keep going. There's so many kings we could tie to BK. So nevertheless,
Interesting stuff. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a show about golf and bourbon, and we're drinking whiskey and talking about Tom Brady. What more could you ask for? It's perfect. We could talk about Nadal destroy. We'll get to that at the end. Okay, so back to the stadium course at PGA West. Our past winners: Siwoo Kim, Andrew Landry, Adam Long, Jon Rahm, friend of the show Hudson Swafford, Jason Duffner, Bill Haas, and Patrick Reed. So just from that, I wouldn't necessarily say you got to be a bomber to be on the course or to win at the course. The rough is not going to be penal. I think ball placement's going to be key, as usually is. And once again, I think we're going to wind up in a birdie, unless your name is Hideki, Eagle Fest. And the scores are probably going to be in the mid to high 20s, and it's going to be a birdies are better if you're going to be at the top of the leaderboard come Sunday. So we'll see where that takes us. We are at the desert. We haven't mentioned Pete Dye's name in quite some time, but we will be mentioning it regularly from this point forward. So let's jump over to our friends at fantasynational.com. So, and if you're wondering how Danimal picks Hideki Matsuyama as the winner of the Sony Open, Dan thinks fantasynational.com. It's just one way to get it done. And actually made a little money on DraftKings last week too.
Nice. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so let's get into a few players and talk about how we're going to set this week up, Dan. So not surprising, at the top of the mountain is the Spaniard Jon Rahm at $11,300, rounding out $10,000 and better. You've got Patrick Cantlay, Scottie Scheffler, Tony Finau, and we'll stop at Tony Finau. So 4 players priced at $10,000 and better. Are you starting in the elite category to build your lineup for DraftKings?
You can't go wrong up there for sure. Scheffler seems like he's priced pretty high, don't you think? We haven't seen much of him lately. RSM tied 57th, second in Houston, fourth in Mayakoba. He's, he was a Ryder Cup star and all that. But what do you think? Did that kind of shock you a little bit?
To see him up there, you may to hold on to your chair. I don't want you to fall out, but looking at what Talor Gooch has done recently versus what Scottie Scheffler's done recently, I'm kind of scratching my head a little bit, going, the numbers are what the numbers are, and recent form kind of says, I don't know that's a place that I would spend that much money. We're both fans of Scottie Scheffler, and I think there's definitely
100%.
something there, but I don't know that I'm going to go. I don't know that that's going to be a position I'm sitting in. When he missed the cut last year, he was solo third in 2020. And then that's the history you've got behind Scheffler. So I guess you can look at it a couple different ways. And are you going recent form? Are you going course history? Or are you going to look at it from the perspective of, kind of where they were and what's happening? Because you can't argue with, T2 for So I don't know, but then T57 and T38, and you know, I mean, it's yeah, I'm probably not. So Jon Rahm ranks out first in this in the elite tier. Looking at the last 24 rounds, Patrick Cantlay is second. I'm probably going to save a little bit of money if I'm starting anybody up here, and I'm going for Patrick Cantlay if I'm starting someone in the 10,000 and better range. Tony Finau, I think, is a pretty interesting play here, just from where's Tony finishing at here? He was fourth last year, T14 in 2020. So, you know, I think there's something to be said, but man, he is just putting. He's putting like shit. So I think that's probably a reason I'm not going to be leaning towards Tony Finau in the $10,000 better. And if I'm starting someone, I'm starting Patrick Cantlay in the 10,000 plus.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, look at that. DMW, he won. Tour Championship, he won. Century, it was, you know, fourth. He hasn't played much, but, you know, we just saw him last week or week before last and played well. So, yeah, I'm all in on Cantlay there. 22% projected ownership is pretty high. Not as high as Jon Rahm, 11,300 at 23.7% projected ownership. I guess everybody's got to get their Rahm out, huh?
Everybody's got to get their Rahm in, which wouldn't surprise me. I mean, good track. Rahm's got a good track record here. 6th in 19, won it in 18. So, you know, plays the course, plays well in the desert. So I don't think you go wrong there. I just think it's expensive for my taste. And I think there's, for me, I think I can find a lot better value in the field. However, Jon Rahm is ranked first. Let me make sure I'm now last 24 rounds. Jon Rahm is ranked first in birdies or better. First in birdies gained.
I mean, there's a reason he's 11,300. He's the best player in the world right now. Yeah.
And first in bogeys avoided. So I can't really argue that. I can't argue with where and why he's priced the way he is. I can just say there's people in the $9,000 range that I think are. I think there's better pairings in our 6-man selection that gives us a better chance to win. For me, gives me a better chance.
100%. Yep.
You do it the way you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So $9,000 and better. Sungjae Im, Talor Gooch, Seamus Power, Corey Connors, Matt the Wolfman.
The Wolfman.
The Wolfman is back. Abe Answer, Will Zalatoris, Russell Henley. Lots of good action going on there. Give me a couple you like and give me a couple.
What did Wolfe do here last year? Do you know?
In fact, Dan, I do. He was T40 last year and T61 in 2020.
So where did he go off the rails last year? Was it at the was it Pebble?
Well, now here's what you're doing. I see what's happening. He went off the rails at the Genesis, somewhere at the Genesis.
At the Genesis. That's where he WD'd. Okay.
No, he was 64th.
He hurt his hand somewhere. Yeah.
He was 64th.
The Farmers, maybe.
He was 64th at the Genesis, and he didn't come back until June at the U.S. Open.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like Gooch here. I love Sungjae here. You know, Sungjae missed the cut last week, but the week before he played well. T8 at the Century, T19 at Houston, T9 at CJ, first at Shriners. They're playing really well. I like his trajectory. 17.2% projected ownership at $9,900. I like Gooch. I mean, we both are huge Gooch fans. Seamus Powers, I huge on Powers this week. He might be my lean.
Seamus is his lean. We may have a one and done early speculation here.
Yep. Seamus is like T3 last week, T15 at Century, T4 RSM, missed the cut at Houston, T11 in my cup. But the guy's been on fire, man. So ranks 10th in this model. Those are my three guys. I like Sungjae, Taylor, and Seamus here. I mean, Corey Connors, and those can't go wrong there either. There's too many guys here.
There are way too many. I like the $9,000 range a lot. Yeah. So Seamus Power, so he missed the cut in 19, T11 in 18, and T21 in 17. Didn't play in 20 or 21. So a few call outs here. Let me tell you who I don't like. How about that? That's probably a better and easier way for me to put it. I don't know about Zalatoris. I don't know where I'm going. I'm probably not going that direction just because. So it's the two men at the bottom of the $9,000 range. Yeah. Russell Henley, miscut, didn't play, miscut. And I really hate that because but just coming off of what happened last week, I'm probably fading Henley here. And I'm fading Zalatoris. Everybody else up here, I don't think that there's a bad direction. I like Sungjae just for the fact that he missed the cut last week. What's the chances that Sungjae misses 2 cuts in a row? I'm betting against that for sure. I think Gooch, I like him here. And I want to gamble a little bit on Matt Wolfe. I'll probably, when I say gamble, I don't think I'll bet him outright. We can look at the odds in a minute. But who I do like here and missed the cut last week is I like Abe Answer. And that may be a lean for me for the tournament in T5, solo second, T18, and 76. Again, missed cut last week, but plays this course really well. So if I'm picking 2 out of here and kind of anchoring, I'm probably going to Abe. I'll give you two answers. I'm either going Sungjae or Gooch, probably. One of those two. I won't be able to afford both.
Yeah. If I'm picking 2, I like Seamus and
I know, it's like a coin flip, man. It's a coin flip. Yeah. Coin flip for sure. $8,000 range. We won't read through everybody here. Just a couple of call outs. So previous winner, Patrick Reed. Previous winner, Jonathan Vegas. This again is in the $8,000 range, but Zadenhoot's been on a hot streak as of late. Bucky is making his way back to the PGA Tour after becoming a I don't know, when did they have their kid? Back in November or something?
December, November, something like that. Yeah.
Later part of last year. Plays pretty good here, T21 and T10. We've got our defending champion, Siwoo Kim. Probably not a horrible play here, but yeah, in the $8,000 range, I think I'm going Zadenhoot and Vegas. I think those are my 2 call outs that I'm going to pair with my folks in the $9,000 range.
What do you think is going on with this Patrick Reed model rate? That seems a little off. 132nd. That seems off.
Let's see. Okay. Well, off the tee and approach. I mean, it's he's losing almost 4 shots. 4.5, 5 shots in what should be Patrick Reed's strong suit, right? Is he a bomber? Absolutely not. But he is he's a placement guy. So, I mean, he should be hitting fairways and should be, definitely not losing that many strokes on those approach shots. So.
Yeah, I'm with you on Vegas. He'd be my lean here as well. I like Vegas probably the best out of the $8,000 range. And who was your second one you said you liked? Zadenhoot?
Yep, Zadenhoot. Yep.
Yeah, can't go wrong there. Yeah, it's a fun range. So those are my 2 guys I'd call it as well. Yeah.
And he had a pretty solid, before I say that, 17th last week. So, it's nothing crazy. Strokes gained were 4.7 tee to green. Did gain a stroke putting, but nothing too crazy. So I think if he keeps that up, off the tee and approach, I do like the Zadenhoot's chances here. Probably nobody that I'm really steering clear of in the $8,000 range. I mean, I think you're pretty safe in any direction you go. I think last we saw Justin Rose. He actually looked pretty good. It's not going to give us 12th at the RSM.
Yeah.
So, probably, I don't think there's anything going in that direction. Ricky Fowler, I got a few lineups out there already, and I do have him in a couple of them. So, hey, I figured, why not?
I mean, I see him in those commercials in that sand trap all the time. I mean, he looks comfortable in the desert with the Corona. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he doesn't have any cronies with him though. That's the one thing, right?
Ooh, you think he's jealous with Spieth and Smiley?
I don't know if I got Smiley, but I think he's jealous of JT and Spieth for sure. Yeah.
Oh, remind me, we got to talk about that Netflix documentary.
Oh yeah, we do
At
have
the
to
end
talk
of the show,
about that.
we got to talk
Yeah.
about that. All right, $7,000 range, and we'll get a lineup together here in just a second. Go ahead. Who do you like in the $7,000 range, Dan?
Chris Kerr, T27 at Sony. Missed the cut RSM, T64. He's seen some signs of life off the T, 42nd, model rank 42. Russell Knox, model rank 25 at $7,800 here. T7 last week. I think that's probably where we're going to start there. Russell Knox. What about you?
Yeah, that is not a bad place to start. As I'm loading, I'm probably so Adam Hadwin plays this course really well. T32, and then in 19 T2, T3, solo second. I'm probably starting at $7,900 with either Harmon or Hadwin. I think both of those guys are solid plays here. I'm with you on Russell Knox. And previous champion Adam Long could be a play.
Yep.
Doug Gim was
Lucas
T5.
Glover.
Lucas Glover had a solid week last week. And again, T5 last year. So that's lots of good plays in the $7,000 range. I mean, I think you could actually just go to the $7,000 range and build your lineup.
Michael Thompson's been showing some good trajectory as well, man. Yeah.
Was he with T5 last week, I believe?
Last week, T5, yeah.
T5.
$7,500. He was T15 at Mayakoba. Yeah.
And T5 last year at the Amex. So who else?
I have him in some lineups already as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Thompson's a solid play here. I mean, if I got to pick two of these guys that I'm going to anchor on, yeah, I'm with Thompson and Knox are probably going to be hard to pass up there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But I think there's plenty of action in the $7,000 range. I mean, you got Munoz, it could be Doug Gim, Lefty.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done for me, Lefty?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's any huge I don't think there's anything really glaring at me that's like just gotta. Well, I don't know. Maybe Phil. I'm steering clear of. Yeah, nothing crazy. I think. I mean, I think there's lots of safe plays. Brendan Steele probably looks pretty good for me. Yeah. All right. So $6,000 range. I mean, once you spend all that money up top, you're gonna have to get down here. Where are you going in the $6,000 range?
They get down there. It's a lot of guys in the $7,000 range.
A lot of guys.
A lot of guys. I was looking at this earlier too. Who did I like down here? Who'd you start with? Scott Stallings is playing. Remember, he told us he's playing like what, next 9 weeks or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Scott's playing here. He made 2 out of the last 5 cuts. So so not too shabby. And I'm going to previous winner Hudson Swafford, man.
That's what I was too. Yeah.
I think that's a solid play in the $6,000 range. I mean, I think there's lots of folks. Hendrik Norlander, T12, T68 in his last 2 starts here. Oddly enough, Rory Sabatini, T12, T48, T57, T69, T72. So, I mean, you got 3 days to make the cut. So, that could be a direction if I'm in the upper end of $6,000. Anybody else down in the low? I mean, if you go real top heavy and you need to get, if you gotta dig deep. Sam Ryder's made 4 out of his past 4 cuts here. Just looking to see if there's anybody else. It's Brandon Hagee, T21 last year, T48 in 2020. That's for $6,200, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going top heavy, I mean, that could be a place to go. Yeah, that's probably where I'm at. I think that Swafford's probably where I'm starting. And I don't know. It's kind of a coin flip from that point. Do I go? I think Norlander and Swafford are probably my my go-tos here. So,
Yep.
how about you?
Swafford for sure. Swafford for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get a one and done? You want to put a lineup together real quick?
Let's do a lineup real quick. Yeah.
All right. So let's go to our friends at DraftKings.
All right. You want to start with Hudson?
I'm good with that.
All right.
All right. So Swafford. Now I'm going back to the top. So out of the $9,000 range, I mean, I think Gooch is probably where I'm gonna go there.
Let's do it. Yep.
You want to stay? I think we got to pull somebody else out of the $9,000 range. Who you want to go with? Power?
Either that or Connors.
Power's hot, man.
Okay.
I'm not saying Connors isn't, but
Yep. Okay.
I think as long as the putter just doesn't completely explode, I think we're in pretty good shape. All right. $8,000 range. We got 24,000. Oh, we're in good shape. Got 8,000. We got 24,100 left. I really like Vegas.
Okay.
Here, I think
good.
that's what's Vegas's ownership going to be? No, I'm scanning for you. 14%. So yeah, not bad. I mean, I'll take that over. I'll be quiet. I won't say. All right, so we got $16,000 left. So we got some options. So we can drop down in the 7. We can go back up to the 9. We can stay in the 8s. Where do you want to go?
Anybody you've got to have.
Hold on. What's Answer's ownership look like? Answer's at 17. So Matt Wolfe is projected at 11.5% ownership.
Take the Wolfman.
I ain't saying. I'm just saying if we want to be contrarian here, and let's see what his tournament history looks like here. I don't know if it looks like anything. No, it's not that great. Where's he at? T40 and T61. I think at that point you got to go Answer. Not necessarily. I mean, Adam Hadwin looks awfully good at $7,900. T32, T2, T3, T2. Let's see what Hadwin's done. What's his history look like? I mean, I'm sorry, that was his history. Let's recent form. Not that great. I don't want to go that direction. Anybody you got to have?
No.
We both kind of like Knox, didn't we?
Yep.
He's projected at 15% on T7 at the Sony. Let's go Knox and see what we got left.
All right. $8,200.
I'm not opposed to going Luke List and leaving $200 on the table.
He T21 last year, then he missed the previous 3 cuts here.
Okay, never mind. I am opposed to it. Well, you're opposed to it, so that's fine.
Brian Harmon's plays pretty well here.
All right, let's go Harmon.
All right.
I'm good. Let's I think let's ink it. All right, one and done.
You first.
You
No. I don't go first.
Winners first, sir.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I insist.
Okay. Well, then I'll take Seamus Power.
That's exactly who I was going to pick.
I'm sure it was.
Give me the tequila man.
Anthony, you used Answer already.
Damn it.
Yeah, used them at the Shriners.
Give me Gooch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he missed the cut too, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. All right, so you got Gooch.
Oh, I know he did. I saw. I was watching. Okay, so a couple things. Hoodies have been ordered. Hoodies are on the way.
Hmm.
Well, let me rephrase that. Hoodies have been ordered. The check cleared.
Hmm.
I don't know when they're on their way. The supply chain is really fucked up right now, just in the world, not because of our bounce checks. So they'll be here when they get here. They said 2 to 3 weeks, and the hoodies have been ordered now for maybe a week or two. So I'm expecting towards the end of January they'll be here, which I know we're getting pretty close to that. We're mid-January, but we did a pre-order, so thanks for those that reached out. We got hats on the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got I don't know, I don't remember how many I ordered. I may have been drinking a little bit and clicking around on some stuff. So we do have we got a small batch of hats on the way, so I'll post those once they get here. And I think I just did our traditional logo, Birdies and Bourbon, B with the flag in it. We may have some more cool stuff. I did actually send over some new designs to Half Slice for him to work on, or some prototypes. We all see how well.
I'm loving that rooster stuff, man.
Oh, I know. It's hard to beat a cock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of quick and dirty. We do have some. I got some pullovers that are. We're kind of working some stuff out. Got some new head covers that are that we're finalizing. So hopefully those will. Hopefully we'll get that order submitted by the end of the week. So it is a unique. It's a bourbon brand, and I think everybody will be excited to see these. So another small batch of those. We're going to do driver covers, I'm pretty sure. So new driver covers will be out again. It's very limited and small batch. So we'll post those once they become available. All right. What else did we say? Oh, so Dan, who are you most excited to see in the Netflix documentary with the professional golfers?
I gotta look at the names again here. Hold on.
Koepka, Homa, JT, Spieth, Bucky. I guess I'll tell you who will not be participating in his. I don't even know what you want to call it. In his way, he said, "Oh, there's so many better stories out there than mine. They'd much rather cover somebody else."
That was Bryson, right?
Oh yeah. In his Bryson way, which you know what, I totally get. It's just the way that he said it and everything that he kind of went on with. It's just kind of like, really, dude? That's the way you're going to roll this thing out. So, and yes, that is exactly the way. So, you know, he was on a roll. He and Koepka didn't get in the fight in Vegas, and his whole demeanor was kind of back in a, maybe you're not such a douche. And then he rolls out with this, and it's like, just kidding. So I don't know. I thought it was a little. I thought it was a little underhanded and narcissistic in the sense that in the contextually the way that he framed it up. I thought that okay, so nothing has changed.
I'm probably most interested if we could see Brooks Koepka's PIP strategy meetings.
I'm not arguing there. Yeah, he did get voted. He did get voted onto the Players Advisory Board for this year.
Did he?
For the next 3 years. Which
okay.
I was, I don't surprised. Yeah, I'll say surprised. I was a little surprised. I didn't really take him, and maybe that's part of the strategy. I mean, maybe that's why you're bringing him on, is because it's a I'll say a non-biased look at things, and he's gonna approach it and look at it from a contrarian point of view. But yeah, I was pretty surprised to see that he was a guy that got voted onto that thing.
No Mickelson, huh?
I don't think Mickelson is on it. Maybe if I can find it, if it's.
I got it right here. Yeah, I don't see him on there.
Yeah, I didn't see it on. No, I didn't see him on there. Here's the thing. So I get what they're doing from the from the documentary standpoint. And I think it's cool. I think it's going to be fun. I don't think that it's going to be, I think that there could be a side of some guys that are extremely popular that could take a little turn for not the image that they portray in what we actually get to watch and see, right? I mean, when we start, and by the way, Scott Stallings, we had a great time chatting with him last week, having a pour, so he'll be dropping this Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. So some great insights, but and I don't want to put words into Scott's mouth, but I'll paraphrase in a bit. And we kind of the premise of the question was, what about being mic'd up? How is it? And I took away from that a couple of things. Is one, it's like there's some boring shit that's going on out here. So really, there's going to be a lot of times it's like there's really nothing. Like you're watching a guy, digging his crotch, or whatever, just swinging around and doing nothing, right? I mean, the things that you do on the golf course, and then there are going to be times where it might. That's for the viewing audience, and we're all and golf can be a very frustrating sport at times, and I think and as Kyle's book is titled, right, pun intended, A Normal Sport, right? Yeah. So I think that there's going to be a lot of FaceTime for a lot of individuals that have had
Looks like we might have lost Cal. His internet connection's a little spotty on us. Must be snowing there in Atlanta or something. He thought he didn't pay the bill. Oh, he's back. You back?
In fact, it is snowing. Well, it's not snowing right now. I couldn't tell you. I'm not in charge of the household bill paying, so probably hadn't been paid in years. Who knows? I don't know where I cut off at, but I mean, I was just saying, I didn't reference anyone that used to wear a little horse with a guy and a mallet on it. But there definitely been times where they've been, people have been caught, and and it has been inopportune in the heat of the moment, and it may not have fared well for them at the time. However, they have always rebounded quite nicely, and I haven't seen it impede anyone's progress and or advancement on tour. Yeah. So I think it's pretty interesting to see how that's gonna pan out. So
Yep.
So that being said, I'm looking most forward to JT put his foot in his mouth.
Oh man, yeah, JT would be interesting for me too. I'd like to go see it. I'd like to see those guys practice down there in Jupiter, like with each other, and how much they're betting. They probably wouldn't show you how much, but like the back and forth of that. It really fascinates me, all that kind of stuff.
I think you'll get some innuendos, if you will, as to what's happening. I think there'll be some stuff that's probably I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I think Spieth is going to be very political, and I think that like the comic relief you get from Spieth and Michael on course during round of just that constant jawing. I mean, I think that's like I don't know, but I think to me that's a control mechanism for him, right? That keeps his nerves in tone, or his nerves in check. It keeps him balanced. It keeps him fluid. It keeps him going throughout the round. And it's like, well, how do I do that? And it's just I set my pace and I just continue on. And then you've got other individuals like who JT definitely has shown his temper on course at times. Jon Rahm's another one that's shown his temper, on course at times. And I think those are, individuals where you kind of see these peaks and valleys, and I see, Spieth, he definitely is hitting highs and lows, but I think you always get the same Spieth on course. I think on course, that's got to be draining, right? It's got not just the golf aspect of it, but that whole, you're keeping up with that mental aspect and kind of where you're keeping yourself on task and on target. But it's got to be draining. So off course, is it going to be boring? That's I guess where I'm kind of looking at it. It may be like, oh shit, well, I was expecting so much more. So
it's gonna be fun. When does it come out? Do we know?
I don't know, 2 weeks, I think. I could
cool.
be totally wrong.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Are you all caught up on 1883?
I am caught up on 1883. Sam Elliott's mustache just keeps getting grayer and more pronounced. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's a good show. I like that one. Oregon Trail meets Tombstone.
It absolutely is. Yeah, I think it's good. Tim McGraw, better actor, better singer.
Pretty good actor.
I ain't talking no Indian outlaw shit either. I'm talking,
don't take the girl.
Don't take the girl. Yeah.
I think he's a pretty good actor. Yeah. I like him. Yeah.
I think, I think I'm surprised at how his career's taken off in that aspect, but no, I think it's pretty good. Just looking up when that Netflix show drops, because it's probably not in a couple weeks.
I keep waiting for Eric Van Rooyen to show up.
On 1883?
Yeah, on 1883. Yeah. Him or Max Homa. I think Max Homa could give Tim McGraw a run for his money with facial hair.
Was it did you see JT ripping Homa?
Yeah, I did. I think what was it?
Some acronym.
IMA. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's like IMA or I.
What do you do? What do you do with all that time you save by doing IMA instead of I am or something like that?
Instead of I'm going to.
Yeah.
And what do you do with all that extra time?
And what was the other one? It was Nah and
Grayson and Nah.
Oh man, that got nasty.
So here's my question. I mean, is it real, or is it just like us ripping on each other, right? Were there any real punches thrown, or is that all just friendly banter?
I think it's friendly banter. I think it's I hope it is. I hope it's all good fun.
I hope it's not. I mean, this is WWE stuff, man.
I love it.
I'm going old school. This is WWF stuff, man.
Exactly.
I mean, this is like this is the real deal.
Too good.
And I think it's okay. So I don't see a release date for the docuseries yet. Yeah, I don't see. I'm sure somebody is out there in the. Let's see. No release date for the show has been announced just yet.
Yeah.
However, we do know that the series is current. So they're currently filming. So if they're currently filming. I don't know how well that can go, and I didn't see when that was actually when that was written, but so no release date, more to come, but I guess it's going to follow like the IndyCar docuseries, which is which is cool, which was well done, even if you're not a car guy, just that whole behind the scenes aspect. But I don't know, could I say the IndyCar guys are cooler? Not cooler, but it's a different breed of people, in my opinion. Different breed of people.
Yeah.
What else is so we got Scott Stallings release coming up on Thursday. What else is happening, Dan?
And that's it, man. We covered it all. Getting off to a good season start. Yeah, it's been exciting. Man, it's good. It's good. 2022 has been pretty good so far. How about you?
I mean, I got COVID. It's we're snowed in Atlanta. I mean, it's going great. What more can a man ask for? Good news is the bar hasn't fallen. It's not done yet. I'm putting one bottle at a time. I'm like, okay, if it doesn't fall tonight, then I'll put another bottle on tomorrow.
Nice.
It's like it's kind of like Jenga. It's like the reverse of Jenga. Like I'm building Jenga, not taking it apart. So
nice.
We'll see how it goes. So I think we got a benchmark tasting coming up pretty soon. We're going to go through the benchmark vertical.
This stuff's really good.
It is really good. I think we've got Elvis whiskey coming on pretty soon. I'm just excited to have Elvis playing in the background the whole time. On that one, to be honest with you. Pinehurst Brewing is going to be coming on the show pretty soon. So
a little less conversation, a little more drinking.
A little more drinking. I'm excited to chat with Hunter and see what's going on at Pinehurst Brewing. Who else? We got a lot of stuff coming up, man. So good stuff coming up for our folks.
Are you going to the PGA show?
So I think that we are not going to be attending the PGA show. As I understand, there have been a lot of people that have a lot of vendors that will not be attending. So I think it's one of those, where people are kind of erring to the safe side.
Gotcha.
and not making that. So
Maybe next year.
we'll bookmark it, and if next year permits, then we will. I think I'm heading to Sweetens next in about a week or so. So we'll be up at Sweetens for a round of golf. So it should be, well, weather permitting. I'm sure. I know they got hit with some of this stuff too. So I don't know if that's going to get pushed out or not. It's it'll depend on Mother Nature as to whether that takes place. So we are looking forward to getting better engaging with our listeners and followers. So hey, if you'd like to come on the show, if you'd like to maybe do a tasting with us, reach out for us and let us know. Best place is probably at birdies_bourbon on Instagram. You can also find us there on Twitter. Dan, anything else before I close this out?
That's it, man. California, here we come.
Just remember, the best whiskey is the whiskey you like and the way you like to drink it.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers.